Welcome to the lab. I am Larry Loveless, and this is the WUBWUB crew's first ever challenge. Try not to headbang. Okay, that's enough of that. Right, so today we're back in the studio. I've come up with an idea that I caught from Moonboy. Moonboy producing on YouTube is awesome to watch, so go ahead and watch some of his stuff. If you don't know how to use Serum, if you don't know how to use other things, if you don't know how to use Ableton, he runs through it all. He really helps with a lot of production. So his idea of trying not to headbang was he was listening to music from other artists that came in, and he tried not to headbang and won and failed, you know, here and there. I'm doing it the opposite way. I made a track, made a build up and a drop. So I'm going to send this out to a few people. We don't know how many right now. We have 2 people so far who have said thumbs up, and I've sent them the track already, and they're doing reaction videos tomorrow. So we're going to do the rest of this video later on. So far we have PIKEZ and my boy Todrin, both from the UK, both rappers on Midnight Music, both awesome at any style, grime, drum and bass, hip hop, whatever you want to throw them on, they go beast mode regardless. So without further ado, let's run through this track. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with today. We're going to break it down 4 bars by 4 bars and give you guys kind of a run through of the bass line and where I got the ideas from and whatnot, and some of the sampling that we've done as well. So as you guys can see, it's only 40, 30, 45 bars right now, and it's just a build up and a drop. But as you can see, to make a decent drop, to make a really, really good drop, you need 46 channels. So, and I love this. I cannot not headbang to this. As soon as the high synth kicks in on bar 9 right here, that's it for me. My chest just starts. Yes, dubstep. Without further ado, let's run through the track. I'm gonna play it all the way through without any pausing. I'm gonna challenge you guys right now, including you guys are gonna challenge me to not headbang right now. So if you headbang right now, you've automatically failed this challenge. So here we go. I already lost. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Right, let's break this down. So if you headbanged right there like I did, you failed the mission. Right, so I had no idea where I was going for this challenge. I came up with this challenge literally on the spot. I wanted to make a new track. I just released my new track, My Dearest Friend. Go check it out on my SoundCloud and YouTube. The links are in the description below. Every single link to our pages, our music, our Instagrams, our Facebooks, it's all going to be in the link in the description below. So I just released that, and it was a very harmonic, melodic nightmare. A lot of things going, crazy basses, growls, high synths, this cool riff that I made up on the keyboard. Shit was nuts. Then I was like, you know what? I've been doing some nice songs, but now I want to do some go take a shower after you listen to this stuff. So I decided to, you know, go on the internet, look for some samples and stuff like that, and I ended up walking in, or I guess scrolling in, or clicking in, to Moonboy, one of my favorite producers on YouTube. Taught me a lot about Serum, including people like Virtual Riot, Mode Step, all these other guys. He's actually taught me how to use Serum pretty much from jump. And his production videos are really good. They're really intuitive, really educational. I've learned a lot from him. His music is fucking awesome. Like, listening to it is just... me and my buddies are headbanging constantly in the car listening to his shit. But beside that, he has a sample pack on his website. You go to moonboymusic.net. You can find these demos and free sample packs, and one of them is the Alien Invasion. So I had no idea where I was going with this track, as I said before, until I found this one sample. The reason why I liked it so much is because it has all these awesome risers going through it, as you can see. So with that, we see that the beginning is kind of like a fallout almost. And it builds up to a riser, to another riser, to this riser, to a fatter riser. And then I started it again over here at bar 17. Really starting the biggest riser at bar 13, because bar 13 is where the kicks start coming in on the bar notes. And then on 17, they come in on the half notes. Then on 21, they come in on the quarter notes. So with that, I decided to start the main riser in that sample at 13, where the kicks are all coming on the bars. And then breaking it out again, comes back in as the kicks get quicker, and then it goes up and up and up. And then we did like a bullet riser, air riser, and kind of an up we go synth sort of thing. I call that like the spooky fly synth. It's in one of my patch channels. I don't know where I found it. I just kind of flicked through this list all day. Like, all my downloads are here. I just flick through this list and try and find all my project files and stuff like that, and blah blah blah, and just choose willy-nilly. I don't really have, you know, a set sort of risers that I use for each track. I don't have a set sort of drums. I don't really have, because every track, in my opinion, has to sound different. Like, some of my tracks have the same kick line, but they don't have the same kick. Some of them have the same snare tempo, but aren't the same snares, or are layered with different snares. For example, a high snare with a low snare could be different to another song with a medium snare and a low snare. No, it's just confusing shit. With that, we have another robotic rise right there, along with the high synth that's going quicker after bar 21 when the kicks go into the quarter notes. It's also matching that. So, from there, we have our basses and our bass lines. So let's make this miniature. Awesome. So the kicks and the snares are all in Serum because the sampler is so good in there, and then throwing the OTT on it is just, you know, a dream come true. Have both in it presets and then in it on the snares. So as you can see over here, we have the sampler direct out noise level all the way up. LFO 1 sits on the level right there, keeping it cushy, nice and punchy. So then I can channel EQ it, dubstep clean snare. I had to turn the EQ up a little bit because the side chaining with the cymbals and some of the basses were cutting the snare out, so I had to turn them up a little bit to make them stand out in front. Then I layered it with other 2 snares that are samples. So these down here are from the Moonboy free sample pack, but all I did was pitch them down and change the high and the low. I turned the OTT on for these, I believe. Let me see if I did. Yes, the OTT is on, and the compressor is going through the kick and the snares to sidechain them. But I just pitched this down and made it a little more punchy on the high end. Let's check out the OTT. So as you can see, the low end obviously is the top because you want your low end to be that bass, so you get... See, as you can see, the low end is going, you know, almost all the way up to 0. The mid is staying between -1 and +1, and then the high is staying between 0 and 6. Some points... See, as you can see it, like, you know, it's... OTT is awesome. It's just so easy to use. The output gain, the input gain, the time, and the depth are all at a preset up 50%. Everything up. That's like my thing in music. Everything, if it's pointing up, it's good. So I know a lot of producers don't do that, but I do. It's kind of my way of getting a clean stock sound for your mix so that when you throw it into the mix and your mastering session, you already have it halfway done pretty much, or over halfway done, and you're just like, oh, this just needs a few tweaks on the gain, this just needs a few tweaks on the mids, a few tweaks on the lows, or whatever, what have you. I don't give a shit. So beside that, you've heard everything pretty much. You've heard the breakdown. We've done the challenge. Now we're going to pass the camera on, and we're going to go to my guys who agreed to help me out with this video, who agreed to take this challenge. We have 2 people right now. Hopefully we get a third if Levy replies to my text. First off, we have my boy in England called PIKEZMC. He's a dope rapper on anything, grime, hip-hop, dubstep, drum and bass. Whatever you throw at him, he can flow on it. So, our first video is going to Pikes. Let's see what his reactions are like. But not only that, this is the Try Not to Headbang challenge. Stay tuned.
PIKEZMC, hashtag Dolphin Squad, yeah? And top man like Larry Loveless. This is the Try Not to Headbang challenge. So I've got the beat here. Let's try this shit. You can't do this to me. Fuck it. Fuck off. Yeah. Well, I failed. Failed.
Doing it large. That was my man PIKEZMC with the Try Not to Headbang challenge. Fail. Epic fail. Epic fail. Fail. So our next contestant. That was fucking awesome though. The reactions were brilliant. Our next contestant is my other guy who I told you about. This is our man Todrin from the UK, Bristol. Big up to Todd. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he passes or fails the Try Not to Headbang challenge. Stay tuned.
This is my headbang challenge. Failed.
That was another epic fail by our man Todrin over in the UK, Bristol. Again, his links are going to be in the description below. If you want to check his music out, hit him up on Facebook, hit him on Instagram, whatever. But that was an ultimate fail. Right, people, we are now at the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment. Please message me on Facebook. Please hit me on Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. If you want to be involved in next week's Try Not to Headbang challenge, let me know before Tuesday, because I'm going to start working on the track Wednesday, and we're going to release the video on the Friday. So, everybody, shout out to everybody who I know, Adonis, Eric, all the boys, all the girls, all the ladies, all the gentlemen, all the teachers, everybody. Shout out to the coronavirus, shout out to AIDS, shout out to Laptop, shout out to Dubstep, shout out to Womp Womp, shout out to the Womp Womp crew, shout out to Womp Womp Womp, yo, yo. Shout out to everybody who's playing around today and who's had a good fucking Saturday. Saturday is always a good day for me because it's my day off. But apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you next week for the next Try Not to Headbang challenge. I'm Larry Loveless. You'll find all my music in the description below. Just follow the SoundCloud. I'm going to put it on screen right now. Here's the SoundCloud that you can find me at. It's also going to be in the description below, as I said already. So everyone, take it easy. Have a great day.
Loveless. In this one.